are back again on your screens with another episode of CenterKick Weekend Review. And I am so blessed. I remain your host, Akane James. Joining us for today's episode is one of our own. I have missed sitting on the couch with him for one of our reviews, or for our reviews, I mean to say. Please join me welcome the very amicable and handsome, as you can see, Trent the Menstrual. How are you doing today?
AJ, I'm good. I'm super excited to be here once again.
All right. It's so good to have you on board. So for today's episode, we'll take it from bottom to top. Let's start with the NWFL. Of course, we know they had the first outing of the just concluded weekend. Impressive play from all round, two groups, Group A and B. So let's review some of the results showing on your screens right now. Are the results from the just concluded match day 4 of the NWFL. Remo Stars with the highest win of the week, 4-1 against Heartland Queens.
Well, Remo Stars ladies, when you want to look at the way the team is set up against Heartland, you see that these Remo Stars, even when you're talking about football in their main category, they are doing very, very well. Even when you're talking about the academy to Beyond Limits Academy, they are doing very well. So that's like the transitioning from the men to the female. Okay. Where the men are doing very well, the men are at the top of the league in the NPFL. Now, coming down to the female now, they want to do everything to make sure that they stay at the top.
Yes,
too, because
they're also at the top.
Everybody they don't want stories like, okay, the men are doing very well. Now the women too are not doing well. So now they just want to make sure that they blend in and make sure that they are just there at the top. And for me, I think Remo Stars ladies will actually be a team that will go to the continent because
contend for the title
because we are tired of seeing Edo Queens, Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels like getting the job done in the NWFL. So if we want to see something very spectacular, I want to see a private owned team going to the continent. So for me, a deserved win from them, 4-1, massive win, massive goals too. I watched their game and come on, that's to show that they are determined and they have what it takes to compete at top level.
From what you just said, you're meaning to say that this is a case of equal opportunities for both the male and the female.
Yeah, from the male and the female doing very well. So let's just see, because we want to see something like Remo Stars lady won the league.
Yeah.
Remo Stars guys too, the men category won the NPFL. So it will be crazy, like, because you can see private owned teams dominating football in Nigeria. Yeah. So let's just cross our fingers and see what will happen.
All right, let's talk about our very own Ibom Angels. They had their first win of the season against Benue Queens, 2-1.
Yeah, Coach Edwin Okon, the coach of Ibom Angels, and the man is a very good coach. But when you want to look at these Benue Queens, you see that they are not really good in that group. They are sitting last, and I'm not sure they have won any game this season. Haven't. And for Ibom Angels, this is their first game they are winning this season. And Ibom Angels, when they were playing at the championship, they scored goals. They were playing very well. Even the playoffs at the UJ20 Stadium in Calabar, they were very good. But now coming into the Premiership proper, they have not really been that okay. Out of 4 games, they have just won 1. If you want to stay in the NWFL, you have to start very early, win your game very early, so that when you get to the ending of the season, you know that okay, yes, you have wrapped up everything, and now we'll not start punching our calculators just like the way Akwa United have been doing. So I just feel that it's just a syndrome of all the teams in Akwa Ibom State that are playing football, because you can see Gospel United FC, Akwa United, Dakada, and now Ibom Angels, all of them struggling in the beginning of the season. So let's just wait. I don't just want them to go back to the championship, because it took them something to come back to the Premiership. I can say for me, Edwin Okon, a very good coach. I think he's going to look for a way to make sure that he blends these girls to make sure that they play in the NWFL come next season, because I really want to see them in the NWFL.
Speaking of one of the champions in the NWFL, let's review the game between Dana's ladies against Edo Queens. They played a draw 1-1 at the end of the day.
You know, it's not easy to play a draw against the defending champions, Edo Queens. And anytime you want to play against Edo Queens, your mind will skip, because these are the people that have experience in Nigeria, have experience in West Africa and in Africa as a whole. So playing against Edo Queens and grinding out a draw is something that is like a win for Dana's ladies, you know, because Edo Queens, week in, week out, they don't even want to know if they are playing away from home. They make sure
they don't care.
They grind out results. So for me, it's a well-deserved draw for Dana. And for Edo Queens, I know that they will be hot, but they'll make sure that in the next game, I just pity their opponent in their
The
next game. So, a very good draw for Dana. So, vital points, very important.
One of the winners, past winners in the NWFL, let's review that game. Bayelsa Queens played 3-0 against Adamawa Queens.
Yeah, Adamawa Queens. Well, such a pity for them. Because when you want to look at the NWFL, it's not like the NPFL, because NPFL we tend to see upsets. Even though you are the defending champions, even though you've been winning the league time and time again in the NPFL, any team that is just promoted down to the NPFL can just cause upset and just win the ball. We don't really see that in the NWFL. So, Bayelsa Queens, they just know how to win their game, and they are playing as if they have been dominating this league for some time now, and that was a deserved win. 3 goals to 0. That's to show you that these are the kind of people that will contend for the title and probably contend for a spot in the continent too.
All right. Before we go into reviewing their table, let's talk about some outstanding performance from the NWFL Matchday 4. We had a hat-trick for Mary Lucky of Abia Angels. She scored all 3 goals that won them that match against Confluence Queen.
Yeah, Abia Angels and Confluence Queen. I thought that match will maybe go in a draw, because when you want to talk about football, Kogi State football, you just Confluence Queen, because Kogi State have not really been that good in football, talking about the men category. But when you talk about Confluence Queen, you just know that, okay, yes, this is the football we only have here in Kogi State. And conceding 3 goals against Abia Angels and one person scoring those 3 goals, that's to show that Abia Angels are coming with something. But now, let it not just be that it's just one person that will be scoring your goals, because it's the same thing that's happening to Nasarawa United. In the season, Anas Yusuf was the only one scoring goals for Nasarawa United. Before you know, Anas Yusuf run out of form, and now they are suffering. So Abia Angels should look for people to score goals for them. Let them not just rely on just one person scoring goals for them. That will really help them going forward this season and make the competition spicy. And for Conference Queen, let them go back to the drawing board and look at what is happening, because they have been really consistent staying in the league, and let them not just be like a Peneral NWFL team staying in the league. Let them just look for a way to compete for a top spot too.
Yeah. So, would you say it's easy to bag a hat-trick in the NWFL?
Yeah, it's women football. Come on, it's quite easy. Just kick the ball on target. Just be on target. Come on, it's women football. Just
I don't
shot
think
on
so.
target.
I don't think
shot
so.
on target will score you goals.
It happens same in the men's game.
In the men's game, you know that some goalkeepers are like weapon fashion against some teams. So in the men's category, but for the women's category, I don't think such stuff happen, because
Jesus, he's so biased.
I'm not biased. I'm not trying to. I watch women football, and you're a lady too. But just shot on target. Come on, you are going to score a goal. Just shot on target.
I don't have anything to say, guys. Maybe you guys will help me out in the comment section, but please, okay, let's proceed. Rivers State as a whole, both in their male and female team, won home and away. Of course, you know that in the NPFL, the men played at home, and then in the NWFL, they went away, and they won against Delta Queens 2-1. That was the only away win of the week for Matchday 4 in the NWFL.
The NWFL, only away win. That's to show you that this Rivers Angels team. Yeah, Rivers Angels, kudos to you guys. You guys have been doing very well.
They're
talking
really
about
form,
their media and their keeper too, the goalkeeper, the lady that has been trending for some time now. I think
she's yet to feature in the match.
Yeah, she's yet to feature, and she has been training. The signing has been trending as well. But for Rivers, they just know. I think it's the way the states takes their football. They make sure that they take both the male category and the female category very serious, and that's what is helping them, because you have to take care. The way you give the male the attention, you have to give the female the attention too, because these two needs attention. You cannot just give the male attention and the grinder result. Now, giving the female attention to would say that yes, they are looking after us rather. And now, matching week in, week out, they make sure that they try as much as possible to grind that result. Now, their male won their game at home. Now,
Yeah.
they expect the females to win their game away from home. Come on, this is women football. That's the main job of the male category, that if you are playing at home, you have to win your games. This is the NWFL. You can pick points anywhere you go to in the NWFL.
It
So,
happens in the NPFL too.
yeah, it happens in the NPFL. That was the beginning of the season. But
It
now,
still does.
it's still happening. But
It's just that this week we didn't have, we just concluded we did not have
I
any
understand,
away.
but when you want to look at it, past, retrospective,
Yeah.
you'll see that in the NPFL, home win dominates.
Yeah.
And in the NWFL, you can actually go anywhere and win your games. As far as it's women's football, it's not. It's that.
See, I will have problem with it because the way you're saying it's women football. Do you have something against us?
I don't have anything against
exactly.
I don't have anything against ladies. So for me, it's a very good win for Rivers Angels. Let's just see what happens if they can be among the title contenders. Because when you want to look at the NWFL, you see so many names contending for the title. Edo Queens trying to Bayelsa Queens, Remo Stars ladies too, the Rivers Angels.
Those 14,
they are up and doing. So let's just cross our fingers and look at what the NWFL builds up maybe in the second stanza of the season.
Alright, so before we proceed to the next discussion, still on the NWFL, Bolaji Olamide backed a brace for Remo Stars in their 4-1 win against Heartland Queens.
Bolaji Olamide, another name to look forward to. Super Falcons.
And funny enough, she's the highest top scorer in the season.
Super Falcons should look into our case, because these are the kind of things we want to see in the NWFL. Score goals and gain that be on the radar, so that when anytime the Super Falcons has any home match or any friendly match or any competition, we see our own NWFL ladies too joining their squad and maybe getting to start games for the Super Falcons. So very good one, because it's goals that will get strikers to get call up from the Super Falcons, because the defenders is the amount of clearance, the duels won, and all the stuff. So for the strikers, please start scoring your goals now, because when Super Falcons wants to play any tournament or wants to play in any competition in Africa or friendlies, you get to have a call up. So for me, very good one from the Remo Stars ladies for Bolaji. So let's just see where she ends. Maybe clinching a golden boot will not be a problem, or will not be an exemption from her.
Alright, quickly, let's talk about the top goal scorers. I already mentioned that Bolaji Olamide is the highest goal scorer this season. We have just 4 match days already played, and then she has 5 goals already, followed by Afensimi Omo of Adamawa Queens with 3 goals. Lucky Mary from her hat-trick, she's following with 3 goals of Abia Angels, and then Osigwe Goodness of Edo Queens with 3 goals also. So I feel it's slightly contested for. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too, because if you want to look at the Abia Angel girl, the lucky girl, you see that she just scored 3 goals, and before you know, she's up there too. So please, if you can score 5 goals, this is the NWFL. You can score goals. These ladies can score goals. If you can, Ibom Angels, please, just one player from Ibom Angels, just score 5 goals and tie the knot with Bolaji too of Remo Stars ladies.
Alright, let's quickly look at the groupings, Group A and B. I'll just, looking at the screen right now, you see the standings. So Remo Stars ladies in Group A topping with 10 points, Nasarawa Amazon with 9 points, Edo Queens 8 points, Abia Angels 7, Ekiti Queens 6, Danas ladies 4, Heartland Queens 1, and Confluence Queens 0 with no win or a draw to their name. And then standings in Group B, we have Bayelsa Queens with 10 points, Rivers Angels 10 points, FC Robo Queens 7 points, Nigeria Rattle 7 points, Adamawa Queens 4 points, Ibom Angels 4, Delta Queens 3, and Benue Queens 0. No win and no draw. From these groupings, which team do you think, you already mentioned, but surprisingly, we have FC Robo Queens. We didn't really talk about them. They have 7 points, and then we also have Nasarawa Amazons.
Nasarawa Amazons. I think anytime you hear the name Amazon, you just know that it's spectacular, it's special. So Nasarawa Amazons, I just hope they stay in the league, because there are guys that are not doing well in the NPFL. I also hope the ladies just help them, because you cannot just have 2 Nasarawa teams, one in the championship in the NWFL, one in the NNL in the men's category. So for me, I just feel National Amazons very good. They are doing very well, contending for the title, and it's better for you to lay your bet early, so that when it gets to the second standard and towards the end of the season, you know that you are just wrapping up things, and maybe first, second, you get to play in the playoffs too, so that you know the champion. So for me, and FC Robo Queens too, let's just see. Nigeria Rattles. I think they are the ones that Abuja-based team.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
Abuja-based team. So Abuja-based team, the Federal Capital Territory is quite embarrassing that we don't have a Nigerian-based team in the NPFL. We're having a Nigerian-based team in the women's
NWFL.
category. Is it that like women football works more than men's football in Abuja? That's something we really need to talk about. Why we don't have the FCT, the
True.
Federal Capital Territory.
A
We don't
team
have a team
against-
in the NPFL. It's over the years I've not seen them because I wonder why is the FCT, Federal Capital Territory. When you mention Nigeria,
It means that there should be
you
like
mention
more
Abuja.
investment there.
Is there say that there's no investment there,
Mm,
or they
I
are not
don't
just good
know.
enough to play in the NPFL?
Okay.
They might be investment, but they are not good enough to play in the NPFL. So for me, you guys should just pack up bags and stack up everything that's making you guys not to be in the NPFL and come to the NPFL next season.
Probably in
Register
the
your
next
teams.
2-3 years or
Yeah,
2-3
2-3 years because you have
seasons.
to battle in the NNL.
Yes, because
Yeah, one
it
of
doesn't come
the
easily.
most important league in Nigeria, NNL.
Yeah.
You have to battle there before you come to the NPFL. So for me, Nigeria Rattles, they are very good. You can see what they have been able to achieve. One of their players have been up and doing, but they have to do very well to make sure that they get top. Then after you get top, you have to play the playoffs to decide the champions, then go to the continent. So for me, I think the ambition this season is just to stay in the NWFL league and just stay there, not going to the championship, just playing in the premiership and make sure that they just stay there. So let's just see what happens with them. I just want them to stay in the league. Okay. Even though you don't want to contend for the title, no problem. Just stay in the league and don't go on relegation for me.
Just stay. Nigeria Rattles, please just stay. Alright, after the break, we will be back with the NNL discussion and review. Alright, we are back. Let's head straight into the NNL. Of course, you were live in some of the games that happened here in the city of Uyo over the weekend. Let's start with the first match that started the weekend on Friday. We had Goal Scorers FC host Sporting Lagos.
Yes, that's like anytime you hear Lagosian team playing against team based in Akwa Ibom State, there's a lot of controversy, a lot of banter. Yeah, backing that, and it's quite an embarrassment. And I thought that Sporting Lagos are very experienced and they're experienced side to win in the new babies in the NNL because Goal Scorers United FC, they're actually newbies in the NNL. And when you want to look at Sporting Lagos, a team that has played in the NPFL, now coming down to the NNL, they cannot pick a win away from home against newbies in the club. That's to show you that what's their ambition this season. Are they trying to come back to the NPFL? Because you cannot put such a performance and want to play in the NPFL. That's not how it's being done. So for me, congratulations to Goal Scorers United FC because it was a deserved draw. And they would have even won the game they had some glaring chances, but Ifeanyi, the goalkeeper of Sporting Lagos, was up and doing. It was actually very good for them. And I'm not saying that Sporting Lagos did not play well. They played well, but they could not convert their chances early enough. For Sporting Lagos, a certain Victor Samuel, the man was everywhere in the midfield. Many people were saying, where is this guy from? He's an Akwa Ibomite, obviously, and he was punishing a team from Akwa Ibom. So the guy was actually very nice. It's very rare. Man of the match, yes. It's very rare for you to see such performance in the NNL. Man was everywhere in the midfield, going forward, coming back, driving the ball, his decisions, his crosses, and everything. The guy was so exceptional for me, and he deserved the man of the match award. But for Sporting Lagos, it was not a very good outing for me because I expected them to win Goal Scorers United FC like 4-1 because come on, this is a newbie team and it's quite surprising that they cannot win Goal Scorers. But for Goal Scorers United FC, a very good one for them. Let's just see in their next game if they can pick a win because it's a team that they are struggling currently and they still need the momentum to build onto and to make sure that they get dicey points because they lost their game away from home. That was against Calabar Rovers. Now coming at home, many thought that they are going to pick 3 maximum points against Sporting Lagos, but 1 point is enough for them. Let's just see their next game if they are going to win their game. So, for me, a very good draw. 1 point for Goal Scorers United FC. But for Sporting Lagos, it was a bad outing for me.
My tongue has been tied, guys. I am hosting a review, so I can't go personal on this guy because I feel like going personal. No,
You can go personal. What are you trying to say, please?
Don't even start it. How would you start it that way? The game was. I wish that the persons or the people behind the cameras can come give their view on the game. It was impressive.
It was impressive. It was impressive. I understand that, but many people will say that because you are playing in the NNL, Gospel United FC should be ready for the NNL. That this is a team. They are not looking at newbies. They are not looking at anything. But when you want to look at it in the other angle too, you have to say that, come on, this team is just playing their first season. This is the first time they are meeting Sporting Lagos in their history. Sporting Lagos have been playing in the NNL, promoted down to the NPFL, playing the NPFL, get relegated, coming back to the NNL, still playing in the NNL, but they cannot win against a team that's just coming into the NNL.
See, guys, I hope that when we get to the NPFL, that this man here will give the same energy.
Which energy again?
No. You have it.
We're talking about energy. There's a player in Gospel United FC. His name is Energy Kennedy.
We will have a problem. Let's talk about NPFL. I'm not giving you the energy. Because how would you say it about my sweet darling Sporting Lagos?
Are you affiliated to Sporting Lagos?
Sorry, guys.
Many people are affiliated.
On behalf of CenterKick. Because why are you picking on on Sporting Lagos?
I'm not picking on them.
You are.
They are supposed to win that game. They are experienced enough. They have the players. They have the bragging right to say that, yes, they won the Nigeria Super 8.
Wait.
In the inaugural edition.
I'm going to ask this. Oh God, help me remember this question because I want to ask you a question. When we head to the NPFL, no problem, guys. Let's summarize this because I don't want to be emotional right now. I am already being emotional. You want to make me cry? I'm
not making you cry. Please continue.
It's fine. Let's talk about the next game that happened the next day. Dakada played against Smart City FC. It ended in a draw too. I don't know. I feel like it was started. They just wanted to finish what they started. 1-1 the first day, and then the second day 1-1.
Well, do you know the most annoying part is that the most painful part is that two Lagosian teams coming into Akwa Ibom to pick the points. That's the problem.
And you're even saying,
that's the problem there.
You don't have a point.
For Smart City FC, the goalkeeper of Smart City FC was one.
He was hands-on, yes.
Yeah, in that very encounter, the man was rock of Gilberta. Yeah, because that man was everywhere. He was jumping. I wonder how his hands and his body will look like after that match, because the man was playing for the batch. Those are the kind of goalkeepers, those are the kind of players you need in a team, and Smart City FC goalkeeper was like one of them because the man was everywhere. Dakada played everything. Smart City FC did not even play anything in that match, but they were like they played something. But when you want to look at the possession, you see that Dakada dominated everything in the first half, in the second half. The thing that was helping Smart City FC was like, let them play the ball. When we have an opportunity, when we have a chance, we just strike. And that was what happened. You saw the goal from Kalu. Yeah. Man, thank God I saw that goal. Thank God I did not take my eyes off the pitch of play, because I would have regretted not seeing that goal live. Because the ball just went to Kalu. Kalu just controlled it. One turn.
Funny enough, before he scored that goal, I had questions. That was it was in the first half, right? Yeah. Or second half that they scored. First half. I have questions. He's quite tall, and then he has these very long legs. He had already missed several chances before then. Yeah. I was skeptical. The person that I sat with at the stadium, I was skeptical about his performance as a striker. But then, when he scored that goal,
it changed the whole narrative.
It's silent, it was epic.
I know that now. You were skeptical about him in the first 45 minutes or in the first 30 minutes of the game. Him not being top notch, not striking for his team. Now, but he now score a goal. Now all the skepticism about you, he raised everything up. Talk about the defender now. The defender performing very well, but now makes one mistake. Many people will say he's the one that caused the defeat. So that's like, by the way. Yeah. Now, talking about Kalu, first touch, turn, then strikes the ball. That's European standard.
EPL.
EPL standard.
It was
Drogba. I just remember Drogba and the likes of Luis Suarez.
Everybody in the pitch reacted to that goal. It was beautiful.
Even the home fans too were like, they were impressed. But thank goodness that the man that wore the number 14 jersey for Dakada make the cross, and the substitute too, number 37 jersey, he just headed it home and he gave Dakada the equalizer. But Dakada played a very beautiful brand of football for me. I love watching Dakada over any team, any side in Akwa Ibom State, because those guys will give you what you want. The ball they will just keep the ball on the floor and
it was
play.
beautiful.
And the man of the match yesterday from the Dakar player, he won the man of the match. I don't know why the goalkeeper of Smart City FC was not awarded the man of the match in that very encounter, because everyone was saying that the man deserves the man of the match. So for me, a very good one. We saw referees too officiating controversies too, some penalty alerts and all those stuff like that. But it's the NNL, you don't have to. There's no VAR to review and recheck the foul and maybe a free kick or a penalty. But for me, all round, so it's a very good.
I felt like they officiated pretty well.
Yeah, they were very good. Yeah, the referee and the linesmen too. They were very good. So for me, I think a well-deserved draw for the Dakar. They should just try and get, maybe I spoke with their captain Samuel Apani saying that their next game will be a do or die affair, that they have to pick 3 maximum points on the road. So I just want to see how Coach Emmanuel Ntuku is going to pull that out for Dakar.
All right. You have watched a couple of NNL games. What would you say? What's their drive? I have watched just 2 so far this season, and it's quite impressive. But I want to get your take on watching the NNL games this season.
Well, I think NNL is like a bridge between the NPFL and the NLO. You know that NNL, that's where you will see pure grassroots football and you enjoy it. So for me, for teams in Akwa Ibom State, I just pray they should not go back to the NLO, because it's quite difficult coming from the NLO to the NNL. And many will expect so much from Gospel United FC and Dakar FC. I think if one team will have the ambition of gaining a qualification into the NPFL, it will be really massive for me. But on a whole, let them just try as much as possible to stay in the league. That's for me. While title contenders, come on, Kun Khalifa. That's the team that many will be tipping to win the NNL. And for the defending champions, Beyond Limits, well, we all know the story. They are not with the same set of players they used to play a couple of seasons ago. Even last season, they won the NNL. They won the NNL, but they cannot really say that many bulk of their players now. They lost their games over the weekend against their opponents. But for me, let me just say Kun Khalifa for me this season in the NNL. That's like the discovery team of the season. I think they are going to make it to the playoffs. Kun Khalifa FC.
Now we are into the NPFL. I need that. Is it that energy against Sporting Lagos?
Which energy do you need against Sport?
No, don't worry. Energy? I will give you a team to talk about, and I want that energy in that particular
team. Which team do you want me to talk about?
Matchday 23 NPFL. Let's review those games.
Yeah.
Katsina played 1-0 against Heartland. I'm just going to be the result is on the screen right now, as you can see. El Kanemi Warriors played 1-0 against Nasarawa United. Remo Stars played 2-1 against Kano Pillars. Shooting Stars 1-0 against Bendel Insurance. Niger Tornadoes played a draw 1-1 against Plateau United. Abia Warriors won Sunshine Stars 3-0. Bayelsa United 0-0 against Rangers. Rivers United 1-0 against Lobi Stars. Akwa United won Enyimba FC 2-1. And Ikorodu City, of course, at home won Kwara United 2-1 also. Let's review. I'll be picking the games for you to review. So let's start with Remo Stars against Kano Pillars. It was a big game, a well-anticipated game. One big team and a newbie, some words that has not really stayed. How long has Remo Stars stayed in the league, in the NPFL?
Since 2016, I guess. 2016, 2020, that's 4 years. 2022, now about, I think, 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
How long has Kano Pillars stayed in the league?
Kano Pillars, they are the grandfathers of the league. The grandfathers of the league.
Okay. So, in my perspective, from what you just said, Remo Stars are the newbies. And Kano Pillars, they've been there, they've won titles. Remo Stars are yet to earn a title. Of course, you know that. So please. Now, Kano Pillars, we expected them. I expect them, from your perspective, that they should have won that game. Because they've amassed an elongated years of experience from playing in the NPFL. But yet, they could not win small Remo Stars. Let me get your review on that game.
You're calling Remo Stars small, please. I don't follow out. Please, viewers, please. I don't say Remo Stars are small. Remo Stars is the big team in the NPFL this season. As far as I'm concerned, away from home. Do you know how many away victories Remo Stars has accumulated? Away points they have accumulated this season. They won Akwa United away from home.
I know.
They won about how many teams away from home?
They've had No. I'm saying you were talking about years of experience. That's what you said against Sporting Lagos. My favorite babies. That's what you said against them.
Well, the problem is that I cannot ask you the question because you're the one doing the question.
No, you can ask me.
No,
You can ask me.
don't worry. I don't want to because
Guys, see,
I know you don't have answers to my question because yeah, Remo Stars this season has been phenomenal for me.
Very, very.
Kano Pillars at some point were like title contenders too. They were somewhere about top 4 in the NPFL standings, but now they cannot even. You cannot say Kano Pillars are contending for the title. And Remo Stars want to make a statement this season in the NPFL.
They're just 4 points away from relegation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sad.
So sad. So now, Remo Stars want to create something that so many will say that, yes, they deserve it. And that's what they are doing. They are playing their games, making sure that they gain their wins.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy in Remo Stars, Malik. That guy has been so phenomenal for me from Remo Stars. And come on, Remo Stars is a team that they are disciplined. They just know how to grind out results. Even though they are not like a traditional team in the NPFL, but they are adapting to how the NPFL works now.
Yeah.
They're adapting. We are almost at the end of the league. We have about how many games? 15 games remaining now. Yeah. Out of those 15 games, Remo Stars can win 10, draw 3, and just lose 2. They'll win the league.
Yeah.
So that's their ambition. The ambition now is to win the league. They are tired of just going into the continent. They want to create a statement and just win the league. But now, talking about winning the leagues, there are other teams in the NPFL, the second place team, the third place team, striving to make sure that they close the gap and be like a ton of a flesh to Remo Stars. Remo Stars against Kano Pillars, they deserve the win. Come on. They are title contending. When you win against Kano Pillars, you deserve the win. When you win against Akwa United, that's to show that you won the win. When you win against Eimba, when you win against Rangers, that's to show that come on.
Win against Rangers.
I'm just saying. When you win against those kind of teams, that's when people will say, okay, yes, these people are serious to win the league, and that's what they have been doing. So for me, it's not a surprising result for me. I expected them to do more than just that because Kano Pillars at some point they are not really been that good. Let's not forget that Akwa United won Kano Pillars at home. So Akwa United winning Kano Pillars, Remo Stars can do that even 3 to 5 times.
Oh goodness, I get your point. I think I want to concur to whatever you're saying, but I'm still paying. You have to apologize to me after now, guys. I'll come back and
that will be off the camera.
Yes, please. All right. So speaking of Remo Stars, they've had quite an impressive run this season. I am very impressed. I am so impressed. I love the Sky Blue Stars guy. I love them. They're doing so amicably. Not amicably, they're doing pretty well. They've gone 8 games unbeaten. After they came back from that loss, they've gone 8 games unbeaten. And funny part, out of these 8 games, they've drawn just 1 and won 7 out of these 8 games. So that kind of run from Remo Stars, well, it will take a miracle. I am hoping they don't because I don't want to say they're Arsenals.
You have to say they are the Arsenal of the NPFL now. I've been saying this.
I hope that they prove.
You don't have to hide it. Why are you afraid? They will not come for you.
I'm just.
Oh, you have.
I'm just.
Are you affiliated with Remo Stars? Like some Sporting Lagos people.
I am affiliated to teams that are doing well. I love good things. Who doesn't like good things? You don't like good things?
Akwa United did well yesterday. I think you like them.
I supported them yesterday very, very, very much. But so
Remo Stars are the Arsenal of the NPFL. They don't know how to bottle the league, and I just hope that
this time is different.
Maybe the owner of Remo Stars is like an Arsenal fan. I just hope
we should find out.
We should find out
after this episode.
Yes, we should find out the owner. Because please don't be an Arsenal fan, please.
Yeah, please, I'll check. I have to check.
And a Tottenham Hotspur fan too.
Oh, okay.
Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay. Yeah. An upset for the weekend. Shooting Stars against Bendel Insurance. Before we even talk about the scoreline, I would say that Bendel Insurance has, in a way, because playing against a team like Shooting Stars, or probably, let me say Remo Stars, but in this case, they played against Shooting Stars. And it was just 1 goal. They played a whole 85 minutes with no goal. I feel like Bendel Insurance have, in some way, buckled up. Because playing that long without conceding, yes, they did not score. I mean, maybe they may have been chances that they missed. But playing that long without conceding, and then, of course, the guy that came in, the miracle worker, God Nodibo, the new signing in his debut, 1-0 in the 86 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 86
You
minutes.
know that when you are talking about shooting stars, you talk about their coach, Benga Wumbuti, aka the Oracle. Just imagine you want to visit the Oracle. Do you know what the Oracle means in English? Now, in Nigeria, I know people outside, you don't understand what happens in Nigeria, but there's some spiritual stuff that happens in Nigeria, and anytime you hear the Oracle, you just know it's spiritually affiliated. Now, you are going to play against the Oracle. Come on. Why do you want to win? And the stuff is that we have not seen this. This is not the first time we have seen this scoreline.
Yeah.
Shooting Stars 1-0 win has been one of their most consistent scoreline this season. I still remember a period that they went 6 games unbeaten. They had about 6 clean sheets as well in all those 6 games unbeaten. 6 clean sheets, and they were like 6 points away from the table leaders. That's Remo Stars. It was like 6, something like that. So Shooting Stars have been like phenomenal this season. We remember at the beginning of the season, many thought that they are not like title contenders because they were somewhere like in the mid table and on and off in the league that time. But now they have gained their mojo. They have gained momentum.
Since
now.
December, they've been like on a high pedestal. They've been glory to glory.
They are going up, and the way they are following their trajectory. Remo Stars should do everything possible not to.
They should watch their back. They should watch their back.
Anything that makes Shooting Stars of Ibadan towards that league,
they're not coming down.
They're not coming down until the end of the season. So for me, and when we want to look at Shooting Stars too, a very decorated team in the NPFL, they understand how the NPFL works. That even though you are like 6 points away or 8 points away from the table toppers, they have one game in hand already. So if they can win that game, obviously they are going to win that game. And now
just 3.
It will be
5 points.
5 points away from the table toppers. Now
40.
Remo Stars now, if they lose 2 games or draw 1 game or lose 2, draw 1 or lose 1, draw 1 too, between now and March, there's problem for Remo Stars because Shooting Stars on the other hand, they don't want too much goals. They just want 3 points, and that's what they are striving for. They don't even want goals to break the tie at the end of the day. They just want the point, maximum points. That's what they are going for. And for me, Bendel Insurance, well, is the club that anytime I look at Bendel Insurance, I'll say this club have won a place in my heart because when I started following the NPFL, Bendel Insurance was like one of the clubs I like, and because of what I'm studying in school, insurance and stuff like that, Bendel Insurance. So I really like follow them, and they have not really been that good this season, but they should just try as much as possible to stay in the league. Let's not forget that they were a season that they went about 15 games unbeaten in the league, and Monday Odigye, before he resigned from Bendel Insurance, he was the coach that brought them from the NNL down to the NPFL. But Bendel Insurance, just stay in the league. Next season, sign good players, not just going into the market and getting any players from any academy. Please sign good players that can give you a spot in the continent. That's what Bendel Insurance should do next season.
Okay. Talk a little bit about Godwin Odibo's goal in the 85th minute, not 86.
85th minute.
Yeah. He came in the sorry, what's that? Sorry, okay. He came in the 79th minute.
Right.
He used just 6 minutes to score a goal.
Well, it's quite surprising that we are seeing that in the NPFL now because it's rare you just see players sub team before you know what that. So that's like a super sub. Yeah. That's Oracle. But just know the man has spirituality. Maybe he saw that Godwin Odigbo is going to score before he just said, "Big boy, come off the bench. Let's put you in the game." And before you know,
fine boy,
the guy just scored, and it was massive. Everywhere, I know that everywhere will erupt. 3 maximum points. Innovator of Africa. I know that he's going to have a talking point here, but congratulations to your team.
He has been having a talking point. I've seen him. All day
long. Yeah, they are doing very well.
He's been having a good day.
And the problem is that I don't know why. Anytime I tend to support a club, I'll just have someone that's like the fan base, and he holds this club very strong in his heart. And it will be painful trolling a club in Akwa Ibom State, but now you don't have anything to say because his own club is doing very well. I don't have any talking point because, come on, you cannot just talk about Shooting Stars of Ibadan. Before you can talk about Shooting Stars of Ibadan, you have to be an Eyimba fan, Kano Pillars fan, Enugu Rangers fan, like that, or Rivers.
Okay.
Not even Rivers.
Alright, let's talk about our own. for the first time after this in his fourth game with the new team, a one-time manager that won the team their league in 2021, right? After 3 games, he has not won in 3 games, but the fourth game he picked his first win. And of course, we saw the new signings who also scored a goal, which is Sebastian, the new striker. Talk about the Aqua United win against Eimba.
Well, I think Kennedy Boboye is the resurrector and the revivalist.
Okay.
If I thought there's anything like that, because this man, I know that he's very good as far as Nigerian football is concerned.
But wait, why are you so calm and coordinated?
Because I want to talk good about
Okay.
United.
I really wanted to get that. It's not.
To win against record champions. But
It's not.
the story is that people don't understand that Aqua United cannot lose against Eimba. It's very difficult. It's very rare for you to see Aqua United losing against Eimba right here at the Goal Scorers International Stadium. See, remember their last match, it was 3-1. Eimba scored a penalty in that goal. Yeah, I think it was Chigoke Mbauma, that scored the penalty. We saw Sani Suleiman scoring 2 goals, and we saw David Phillips scoring a goal. So yesterday, when I checked the lineup for Aqua United, I did not see David Phillips starting. I was like, yo, what's Kennedy Boboye cooking? Because this same player is known to score goals against Eimba, David Phillips. Now, David Phillips did not start the game. Sani Suleiman normal with the team. I was like, who's going to get the goals for Aqua United? But Uche Sebastian, discovery of the transfer window.
Yeah.
He scored against Remo Stars, I guess. Yes, he scored against Remo Stars. Yes, and now he scored against Pillars Investors in the FA Cup tie in Akwa Ibom State. Now, their win against Pillars Investors, I think it really gave them that momentum and it really gave them something to build onto. Many people were saying that Akwa United winning against Pillars Investors is not like what Akwa United needs to gain mojo against Eimba. But Kennedy Boboye was like, no, we need a win to build onto something else, and that was what Akwa United did. They won against Pillars Investors 3-1. They won against Eimba 2-1. That's a clear message out there. Sunshine Stars of Akure, Akwa United are coming for you guys because that's their next game. After Sunshine Stars, I think they'll play against Kano Pillars. Then before they play against Katsina United at home. So for me, I think Akwa United are I don't want to say they are back, but Akwa United under Baba Ganaru, they were struggling to score goals. They were struggling to score goals. We saw that it was Endurance Ebedebiri.
Their conversion was so poor.
Yeah, conversion was so poor.
Yeah.
And I think they are still struggling to score goals now.
But it's better off.
It's better off Baba Ganaru because we saw defenders scoring. Endurance Ebedebiri converting penalties for Akwa United. We only saw Paul Akwa and Friday Apollos scoring goals. Then in some way we now saw Chigoke Alakwe scoring goals too for Akwa United, but it was not the Akwa United we knew under with Ubon Friday and Sani Suleiman. Those were the guys that week in, week out, they will promise you a goal or an assist. So for me, Akwa United, defensively wise, they are good. But going forward, I think they should set up a more good technical attacking trio. To make sure that anytime they are going on a counter, conversion, sure. But for me, the man Ogunleye, you watched him yesterday, the man with the number 15 jersey.
Yeah, that guy was
everywhere and he was
the one that scored the first goal. That goal, when I watched that match, it was God just had to hand him that goal because he played so well, came into the box and was just he almost lost that ball. Ball, he almost hit the ball out. It was just by the mercies of God.
And you know that's something about the Goal Scorers International Stadium. When a goal goes in, you just have a clear picture of how the goal is just bouncing, rolling into the net. We rarely see that in most stadiums in the NWFL. I don't want to mention any stadium right now, but that was by the way. So for me, Akwa United. I don't want to say
Uche Sebastian had the winning goal.
The winning goal for Akwa. And I don't want to say anything about Issa Mohammed too scoring his first goal in the NPFL. What a nice day for him, but a nice day for him, but not a nice day for his club because scoring a goal means that yes, you perform very well, but now for your club not winning the game because the Forest can make a tree can make the Forest.
That was his second appearance for
Imba, and he scored a goal. So for me, that's like is like something because for Imba, before you play regular games at Imba, you have to score goals. You have to prove that you deserve that spot. That's what have been happening to Joseph Atuli. You can see Joseph Atuli now having playing time for Yimba now. So for me, Issa Mohammed, congratulations to you. Want to see more of this, and probably maybe just make a transfer down to Akwa United or
Really?
Anytime, yeah, Akwa United, you just come to Akwa
Really?
United.
Please, is it that you go to Shooting Stars or you
Issa
go to
Mohammed,
Remo?
when you want, Issa is like an Akwa Ibom name. Issa, an Akwa Ibom name. The Mohammed there.
No, me, I'm
is a
saying if he
nonsense
has to play in the NPFL, is it that he goes to Remo Stars or Shooting Stars? But I mean, don't you wish him to travel out?
I wish him to travel up, but you cannot just play once. After one season, you have to play another season with
So what
Akwa
if he
United.
bags like 15 goals this season?
This season, 15 goals.
Yes. We have 15 match days. It's very possible.
15 matches. So, are you trying to tell me that he's going to average 1 goal every match?
It's very possible.
It's not possible. It's not possible, please.
He could net a hat-trick.
Ask the highest goal
He
scorer.
could net a hat-trick against
Ask
Sunshine
Anas
Stars.
Yusuf. Ask Anas Yusuf. Against Sunshine Stars.
Yeah, he could net
Hat-trick
a
against
hat-trick.
Sunshine Stars.
Yes, Sunshine Stars. I'm not talking about Shooting Stars. I'm saying so.
He's not going to score 3 goals against Sunshine Stars, no matter how bad they are. Issa Mohammed, congratulations. Maybe we want to see more of this. Just help your club because they are actually in a precarious situation. Yeah, in the words of so many. So,
Okay.
for me,
All right.
that's it.
Let's review 2 more games in the NPFL and then we proceed to other reviews. Rivers United played, of course, at home and they won 1-0 against Lobby Stars. What is happening to Lobby Stars?
They're seated 20.
Daniel Amokachi. You know, I'm sorry, referencing back to Oganla's post, he said, I am paraphrasing him. He said Daniel Amokachi will finish Lobby Stars. What is happening?
We'll finish Lobby Stars.
I was expecting that Hadland, because they relegated last season and came back, I was expecting that Hadland would struggle. But at this point, Hadland is comfortably seated. I am not sure those guys are going to face relegation. They are not relegating this season, funny enough.
Yeah, the stuff is that Lobby Stars, well, I'll keep saying this, because the last time I saw Lobby Stars doing very well in the league was when they were like in a bridge version of the league when Joseph Atule was still with Lobby Stars. He was scoring goals for them, but now Lobby Stars have been down for the past like 2 seasons, and it's quite concerning that a team like Lobby Stars will be going down to the NL because they are seated 20th currently in the NPFL standings.
So bad.
It's not good for them. It's not really good for them. Then Amokachi, that's to show you that as a coach in the NPFL is not easy to coach. Despite what people say about Nigerian football outside,
whatever you've earned,
it's not easy. NPFL is not easy to coach. So I think he should just leave the club, or maybe if at all he has plan B, going to the NNL, revamp the club again, bring them back to the NPFL. But trust me, in the NNL, playing in the NNL is not easy. It's not easy, and they have gone back to their home stadium, Ape Aku Stadium, and they're not still getting the results.
Yeah.
For me, it's quite sad that they are in this kind of situation. Maybe they can go to Imba and beg them to give them Joseph Atule back so that he'll be scoring goals for them. But for me, Lobby Stars, they're not really doing well this season. At least they played against Rivers United till about the 88th minute of the game before. I think it was Zachariah scored the goal for Rivers United. But, well, let's just leave it there. It's quite sad. Seated 20th. Well, when you want to look at them, seated 20th at least, it's a betterment of some other teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, at least Akwa United have gone up.
Why did you mention Akwa United?
You said it is to be better.
Akwa United are still in the relegation.
Yes, at least, but they're almost near.
Akwa United were 20th yesterday. If they did not win the game, they would have still been 20th today.
Yeah, I know, but at least they are 18 now.
They are still in the relegation.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever, please. Why I don't even know why you're always stressing me out. Let's talk about Abia Warriors. One of my shocking teams in the league this season. We've not really talked about them, no much noise, but they're currently seated number 4 on the table from just, I don't know where they came from, but they're number 4 right now. They won 3-0 against Sunshine Stars. That Sunshine Stars that I said that Issa Mohammed can make the hat-trick.
Mama Mapakabu, the coach of Abia Warriors.
That man. I love how you pronounce his name, by the way. Thank you.
That's the way they play.
I know, but I just like hearing from you. Can say it again one more time.
Why do you like hearing from me? Is it that you have any affiliation with Abia Warriors?
No.
Tell me now.
It's just the way
so I will know how to talk about them.
You actually told me how to pronounce that name, but right on.
No problem. Imama Mapakabu.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the man. I think the man is really, really good. When you want to talk about coaches in Nigeria, in the Nigerian football that has set a pedigree for themselves and make sure that they are up and running, matching every match. They just know how to grind out results. And Abia Warriors seated fourth currently in the NPFL.
It's so surprising.
Just before they are there. And they just want to cause upset because anytime you see teams like that, they just want to cause upset. Let's not forget that they lost the FA Cup, against El Kanami Warriors that would have given them the ticket to play in the continent. But I just feel that they have something to show. Maybe if they reach the finals of the FA Cup this time around, the present FA Cup this time around, I think they are going to win it and go to the continent. Because if they are seated fourth, they can't go to the continent because it's the winner of the present FA Cup. So for me, I don't know if they want to topple Rivers United to make sure that they go above Rivers United because
they could have just 2 points below Rivers United.
I don't even know. I don't understand the way they are going right now because
the league is so unpredictable. You can't
very,
tell
very.
who
I
is
can't
coming
even
up
predict
next.
the person that is going to. I can just tell you like the 3 teams that might
they're
win
like
the league.
contenders.
Yes, but you cannot predict.
But even in that 3 teams, they may still be shocked in between.
So are you trying to say that we will just see a team like Abia Warriors coming to win the league?
You could see
they are
anything
2 points away from Rivers. Now, if they win their next game, Rivers probably
they are 12 points away from the title
contenders.
Yes, toppers.
It's too much now. It's too much. 15 games. Yeah. How many matches are they going to win on the road?
They could win all 15. What are you saying?
Yeah. Sunshine Stars, because they played against Sunshine Stars.
Why is that team suffering?
Sunshine Stars of Akure, since when Kennedy Bowie left the club. He left the club in a precarious situation.
Actually,
and they are still
in that situation.
Yes, in the murky waters. And it's not really good for them. So, a real deserved win for Abia Warriors. Let's just look at what they are going to play in their next game. You cannot just win one game and the other game you lose because you played a team that's not really good. But they won Aqua United, they won Sunshine Stars. So they have not really played like vibrant teams in the second stanza yet. So let's just see them playing against Remo Stars. Remo Stars won them. Rather, yes, Rangers.
Probably
teams like
Kano
that.
Pillars.
No, Kano Pillars are going to win them.
Okay, let's talk about the last team just before we talk about the other spices in the NPFL. Let's talk about Ikorodu City winning against who did they play against?
Kwara United.
Kwara United, an affiliated club to the team and to the brand. But I mean, they lost.
To which brand, please?
Let's not talk about it. But Ikorodu City won Kwara United 2-1.
I think there are some things that you guys are not telling me now because you guys are supposed to be briefing me on some stuff before we come on the show.
Don't worry.
Lagosian teams. Well,
I love them like that.
I'm a journalist and I'm an analyst, so I don't have to be biased.
Yeah, you're not biased.
Yeah.
Biased.
With my thoughts and opinion. So
yeah, that's right.
Ikorodu City 7th currently. A team that was top 4. That's to show you that the NPFL is not easy. Yeah. But they look for how to grind out results.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm really impressed with them.
They are trying their best to make sure that they stay. They'll stay in the league.
Yeah, they will.
It's quite obvious. They'll stay in the league.
At this point,
I can say they can stay in the league. Yeah. But for me, Ikorodu City, they are actually very good. Many people did not expect this from them. Especially at the beginning of the season when they were like in the relegation, many people they say that they are battling with Aqua United in the relegation. But now you can now say for a fact that they really deserve that promotion from the NNL. So they are playing everything. They are playing their blood. They are playing everything to make sure that
a case of blood, sweat, and tears.
They stay in the league, and that's really helping them. Against Kwara United, there's someone that's affiliated to Kwara United. Okay, I remember now. All right, I remember.
You get it?
Yeah. I remember now. So they won his team, and it was like, come on. Well,
if you don't know this joke, don't worry, you can't get it.
Don't worry. The only person that can get is AJ.
Yeah.
So Kwara United, quite sad. It's just that they are not struggling relegation because I would love to see them in the NNL. Probably would be seeing them playing against some teams. Like they'll come to you and play at the Uyo Township Stadium. And
I even sure, but whichever way, let me know.
They'll definitely play against an Uyo-based team because in the NNL this season, Uyo-based team Group A, Uyo-based team Group B. So they're going to play like that. So Ikorodu City, congratulations to them. Oganla, I plaster.
Yes, so please, we celebrate you, sir. You are doing well.
You guys are doing well, actually.
Let's talk about these teams in the relegation zone as we wrap up the NPFL. We have Plateau United with 25 points. They're not yet in the relegation, but they're just very close. We have Bendel Insurance 25 points, Sunshine Stars 24, Aqua United 23, Nasra United 22, and then Lobby Stars 22. Who do you think, from your pick, it's just Matchday 23, but who do you think which of the 4 teams do you think would relegate at the end of the season?
4 teams that will relegate at the end of the season. Nasarawa, Lobby Stars,
Okay.
Sunshine Stars. Yeah, I don't know the last one because the last one is quiet. I don't want to put Aqua United
and Bendel
Insurance. I don't want to put them in that category. But it will be between Aqua,
it could
Bendel,
be
and
Plateau United.
Nah. Magnus Boas. I don't think that man will go on relegation. I don't even want to see them in the relegation. Yeah. But it's quite sad. I'm seeing Nasarawa United there. How we have the highest goal scorer in the NPFL.
And then you're going back to the NNL.
Is languishing in the relegation waters.
Oh, the way you say it hurts my chest.
It hurts me too.
Yeah.
Because Anas is the highest goal scorer, but his team, like 19th position, I guess, yes, in the NPFL. It's quite sad. That's to show you that one tree cannot make a forest. And Nasarawa United can make the whole Nasarawa United team. But there's a team in Nasarawa United. There's a player, Nasarawa United, that someone too is affiliated to him. I don't know why if he's not helping the team as well. I don't want to mention his name. Or I've forgotten his name, brother. I've mentioned his name. I've forgotten his name.
Okay. Yes, so we are back. Just wrap up before we head into the last discussion for today.
Alright, so Gaba Mohammed for Nasarawa United. I know he has not really been he has not played game for Nasarawa United this year. So I feel because of his absence, that's why Nasarawa United are still in the relegation waters. Because if we have the like of Gaba Mohammed and Anas Yusuf there, I think they are going to score. But you know, one thing in the NPFL, we still have 15 games. Nasarawa United can equally win about just 8 games and pick vital points from the remaining games there, or the remaining 7 games, and just they're out from the relegation. But for me, Gaba Mohammed, I just want to see him coming back to the score there, banging goals, because that's what he's known for.
Alright, let's talk about the happenings in the briefly. Yes, let's talk about one of the top ranking matches in Africa as a whole. We saw Mamelodi Sundown against Orlando Pirates. I couldn't forget this game. We have to talk about it because your guy has been so quiet. He has been looking for means to help his heart after that loss.
Do you know that since that day I've not heard from him. I've not seen any of his posts. Okay, I've seen his post on X, but on
he has just been looking for what, he's been using the pitch as a means of comfort.
I know, but you know that one thing about AJ is that he always have an excuse anytime Orlando Pirates flatter to the sea. Yeah. I know that energy is going to push it at Kaizer Chiefs.
He did. You said it and he did.
That's what he does, and I know him. So
I was not shocked.
I was so happy when Orlando Pirates actually lost that game.
He has been pretty quiet, and I like it.
You want to win Mamelodi Sundowns, like one of the best teams as far as South African football is concerned. And, well,
4-1. It wasn't even 2-1.
It was not 2-1. Lamponing. I don't even know
they
what.
Beat them
humiliated.
Humiliating.
Come on, so. From AJ, just take heart, yeah?
I feel like you had malaria from that. I don't know.
From that, that's why. Maybe.
Are you fine? I'll call him after now.
Probably. We'll show him this video.
Yeah, I'd call him after now. Alright, so pushing as we wrap up, let's talk about the Super Eagles coach. During last week, he went visiting some of the players ahead of the March World Cup qualifiers that will be happening both away and at home. He visited the likes of Alex Iwobi, Moses Simon, and Wilfred Didi.
Well, that is a very good one, because as a coach, you're coming back and you have to look out for your players. Just go to their club side and just look at how they are playing, and I just hope that he's not just going to European clubs to look out for their players there. NPFL too. Come and watch a Aqua United's game against Eyimba.
Who is he calling from Aqua United?
I'm not. You can call someone from Eyimba. I'm not saying that you should come and. I said watch Aqua United games against Eyimba.
Okay.
Then maybe you can call up Joseph Atule, or maybe any of their midfielders or defenders that are actually doing very well. Go to the Samson CSR Stadium, watch their games too. Go to Shooting Stars game, watch their game too, because we actually have good players here. But I'm not saying that what he's doing is not really good. It's a very good one.
Yeah.
Visiting. You should go to the Belgian League too, because we have a whole lot of stars there from Nigeria. And come on, watch Serie Desas too for Rangers. That's what you watch. We already know these guys. Iwobi is actually doing very well for his club.
Very.
This guy, Moses Simon, is doing very well for Nantes in France.
Didi
too is doing very well. So for me, these guys are guys are okay. Yeah, we watched them. They're on the radar already.
It could just be that was just the one that was available for the public eyes.
The public eyes.
Yeah.
Go to the Belgian league. We'll see it. There's no how you are going to go there. We are going to see it.
Uh-huh.
The new social media manager of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, I needed to
make
talk
us
about.
see it.
See if I see you the next Super Eagles game, I would find you and I'll give you a handshake. Pretty, how are you doing it? What happened? What changed? Like back-to-back updates.
So that's it.
See us doing throwbacks. I was like, so even the design for that time that we were it was a year that we had some persons die during our last game. That the semi-finals game against South Africa. Yeah, that design wasn't the Super Eagles media team. I am happy as a Nigerian.
That's to show you that the way the world is going now, we need young people in
that person definitely has to be young. It can't be somebody
that person will be like me.
I'm telling you, that person is young.
Yeah, it can be.
Not
older men. We don't want older men again.
It's not even the older men. He's being creative.
They are not,
creativity.
And stuff like that. So
yeah.
So if he goes to anywhere, if Éric Chelle, the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, goes to anywhere, the social media handler will make us know.
I am feeling that the ones that we've seen are like, because we know that those persons they've been part of the team already.
So you have to go and watch other people.
I am feeling that he has gone, but those are not available for like.
My own is you should go and watch Serial Desas.
We should wait for the call up list.
It's Matthew.
I know it should come out this month now. Yeah, it will come out. So we'll see. We'll see. Right. I want to be shocked by the call up.
We'll be there.
Yeah, and then let's also talk about the Bashiru brothers. Last weekend they had their field day. They both scored on the same day. The other brother, Tom Dele and Bashiru, scored pretty early in the afternoon, and then we for Watford in the championship. Yeah, and then we saw Fisayo Dele Bashiru score later in the evening in the Serie A league.
That's like bloodline things.
Yeah, same day. It was pretty impressive.
I'm quite happy that when you have like Nigerian players, you have two brothers in Nigeria playing football, top football, like in top leagues like that. They tend to score and they tend to perform very well. For me, Fisayo Dele Bashiru has been one of the players that consistency, good midfielder. Anytime you look at the Super Eagles midfield and you remove Dele Bashiru there, you know that there is problem. And you cannot even remove Dele Bashiru from the midfield of Super Eagles of Nigeria, because the man has been very consistent. For Super Eagles of Nigeria. So for me, very good. Let's just see if the brother. Same Dele Bashiru. If it's going to be called up.
Lastly, let's talk about the Super Falcons. They had a few there. Two Super Falcons in the same team. Tenerife playing against Valencia in the Spanish Women League. It was pretty impressive. They both scored the two goals that gave them the edge against Valencia.
Well, it's a very nice one. You know that in Nigeria, we don't just want to see the men doing the job.
Yeah. Our women too, of course,
hot too. Let's not forget that for Atletico Madrid ladies too, Rashidi Ajibade too, pulling strings last season. So this season, Gifts Monday too. So I really want to see Gifts Monday excelling very well.
And then this Rinsola lady, funny enough, this is their stats. Gift Monday has played 16 games. She has scored 10 goals and had 3 assists. And then Rinsola, still a Super Falcon, has played, Rinsola Babajide has played 15 games and scored 7 goals with 3 assists too. Quite impressive.
That's about double digits when you talk about their goals and assists.
Yeah.
So it's quite impressive for me. That's why I tell you that in women's football, just strike on target.
God, I will have problems with you.
You don't have to have problems with me. So congratulations to the both of them, Gift Monday and
Rinsola.
Too, Babajide. It's a very nice one.
Yeah.
We just want to see them maybe just shake that Spain. Make una shake Spain. Give them pain, please.
Yes, they need to get some pain.
Yeah.
All right, so that's like we've come to the end of today's review. I felt so good having you on set today. I missed you. For the record, guys, I missed him.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Very certain.
Well, my birthday was last week, actually.
Yeah. Please, guys, I'm wishing him a happy birthday. I did wish you a happy birthday. For the record.
For the records.
Yeah.
But you're not giving me a birthday gift for the records.
I asked you what the location was for the records, and this guy said that it was online. So how was I supposed to? It wasn't.
You can still give someone something online.
It wasn't. We were not wiring anything. It was supposed to be in-person gifting, and you missed out. I asked you for location. Thank God for Twitter. I asked you.
It was virtual. You were supposed to transfer something
who
now.
Is like, virtual birthday? Please, happy birthday again.
Thank you.
We share the same month. Was it January or February?
February.
Yeah, my birthday is coming. So please, mine is going to be in person. There's going to be a location. CenterKick is hosting something.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice
they
one.
have to. CenterKick is hosting something. So please, my birthday is coming, guys. I'll be getting older, but I'll still remain your host, by the way. So thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for sitting through today's episode. It was such an amazing time on your screen today to give you or bring back the CenterKick Weekend review. Please do not forget, for updates and to stay connected to what we're doing here at CenterKick, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button so that once videos like this drop, you get notified. And also follow us across all our social media handles to stay on top of the game. Please do not forget. This is CenterKick, and I remain your host, Akane James. Signing out. Thank you very much.